Hello, gorgeous ladies and gentlemen of the realm. FaeryVixen here, back again with a pile of stuff. And we're going to get to it and get through it. Yeah, I untangled everything that was in that box. The whole box is done now and on the table, so let's get through it here. This is a strand of dyed howlite in different colors, hearts. It's just a strand, so it's a beading strand, I think. So that I can put in with the beads, my beads. Beads is. This is a little necklace that somebody made with seed beads, number 6 white, and I forget what the rest of these guys are. What size, but it's on fishing line, and it's got a little barrel clasp, different, cute, somebody made it. Here's another one of those double around your wristy guys, wrap bracelet, leather, and I don't recognize the mark on it. It's like a wave and a mountain, and it says like the ocean. So I'll have to look that up, because I've got 2 of those. Look, there's 2, identical. Leather. Those are kind of nice. I need to clean them up, though. They're kind of, yeah. And here's a pair. Oop! Look at this. Look at this little earring somebody made. Isn't that cute? I didn't find the other one, but it's really adorable. Cutie cute. Here's a couple of sparkly, oop, magnetic. Sparkly, I don't know what it's made of. They're plastic, I think. But sparkly little guys. Here is a dress clip or a shoe clip, celluloid. Look at the colors in that. It's like a chartreuse and an orange. But that's an old one. Too bad there's not 2 of them in there. That's kind of neat. Here's another strand that's broken. It had one of these kind of claspies on it, but these are really big, really heavy. I think they're Swarovskis in a large size. And the pearls are kind of, no, the pearls are faux. So I'll put that in with beads too, because I can use those pink ones. And here's a little kitty necklace with little giraffes on it. It's got a whole bunch of them. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 of them on it. And it's pink and yellow and white and brown. And really silly. But I don't really do kitty lots, so yell if you do and would like some kitty jewelry, because I got a bunch in this one. Well, maybe not a bunch, but I got a handful of like pony beads and kids jewelry. This is nice freshwater pearls in like a very soft pink, so that makes it worthwhile. I guess, you know, when you get one of these ones that looks terrible, you kind of have to look for the bright in it. Speaking of bright, this is cool. Really long. You could double this like 3 times. It is a very tiny seed bead sized, what do you call it? Rosary chain. But instead of just being connected to each other, they're like, oh wait, they are connected to each other. So it's 2 beads and then twisted. Oh, wow, really cool. 2 beads twisted together, and then another 2 beads, and then it's like, that's really neat. And it feels like the old seed beads because it's really heavy for what it is. So it's like that really heavy glass. Here is some hematite with some plastic. Plastic and hematite. Who'd have thunk it? Here's a little butterfly stud earring. I think that was left in the bottom from the other box. Here's a, I don't know what this is. It's just some interesting knot work, I guess, with some beads hanging off. What are these? Because I've found a couple of these. Do they go on like a, is that like a zipper for on your zipper pull? Like, let me know if you do. Here is a faux stone with real. These are acrylic, these ones that look like carnelian, but the little ones in between are real. And they look to be like picture jasper or something. So plastic and picture jasper. Or, I don't know, resin, I guess. Here is, these are glass or stone? I don't recognize it if it's stone. I don't know what kind it is. But it's with like these cork beads. So that's a neat one. Still got some good stretch. Here's a little twisted wood with light, medium, and dark woods on it. Here's another crazy wood one. Here, let me pull it out. It's like these shoelace looking things. Ooh, that one's kind of worn. And it's got these wood discs on it. In the center is a choker. And it has a hook closure. So that's kind of different. That'll go in a boo-hoo lot. There's a little Baltimore Oriole earring. Isn't he cute? I don't think I've seen the other one of him. That's a shame. Here's your kindergarten cross on yarn. We made that in Sunday school. Here's a worn wood bracelet. Here's another shell one. Excuse me. Here's a kind of pretty, but kind of ratty at the same time. It's howlite and beadwork. It's a really interesting conglomeration of things, and these are wired onto that, and then it's got these little pheasant feathers. It's a shame the feathers are in terrible shape, because that's kind of cool looking. So that's one that's probably just going to go in a junk lot, even though it's got, you know, it's kind of pretty. Excuse me. Oh, yawns. You're not boring. I am. Here's a little megalodon. It's either megalodon. No, those are usually black. This is a little shark tooth. Shark tooth. Surfer boy jewelry. Yes. Black and tan wood beads. Here is this strand of plastic beads on with a lobster claw, kind of understated. It's got some interesting colors. Here is not shell. this toggle a nut? Stretchy. Here's a broken strand of vintage aqua colored beads. So those are kind of a pretty color. I like those. Of course, you know I like that color. Why is my color all weird on my camera? Eee. It's all yellowy. Is that because I'm using a dark background? I don't know. There we go, that's better. It keeps switching back and forth. This is awesome. Handmade pottery. Beads on a leather thong. Look at those beads. Aren't they cool? They're real smooth. Very nicely made. You know, sometimes you just run across... Look at them. They're fired in a kiln. They're that kind. Aren't they cool? I like that. That might be mine, I think. At least for catch and release. Thank you, Margaret. Yes, faux show. I keep a net. I might even reconfigure, do something with it. Here is one of these wired bracelets with SS on it. What is the SS? Does anybody know? I don't. Here's a bunch of these guys. Some of them are, these are glass. These are not. That one's not. So, these are the glass ones, but the other ones are kind of meh. Meh. Here's some more vintage fused beads. With the lobster, not the lobster, the spring ring. Here is a strand of Black and Aurora little flower beads from Bead Gallery. So that's a clearance. It's $1. I want to get to Joann's before it closes or whatever, because I know that they had a big bin full of dollar beads. There's a stretchy, little bitty teeny one. This is a nice pair. It's like a deep purple. Are these faux? Oop. No, these are cultured purple and white, and we have purple and black, and we have white and rhinestone. Aren't they cool? I like those. That's a nice little pair. Here's a big old plastic heart, green heart earring. Haven't seen the other one of those yet. Here's a really nice African beadwork on leather. Really, really nice, handcrafted. Well done. Look at that. I think I saw on the Iris Apfel documentary that she went into like a little shop in New York City, like just a African, you know, I don't know, it was like an ethnic store, and she went in and bought like a whole armful of these. I love her. I want to be her. She's awesome. Here are some really neat glass beads with a little cross. It's a shame that this is sticking out. That might be able to be fixed if I could. Can I get it to go through there? I might be able to get them back both in there. Hold on. want to put them both in there. There's one. I have to put the long one in first. Come on. There we go. There, now it's fixed. You just got to make sure you don't stretch it too far when you put it on. So that's for a smaller wrist, I guess. These are really nice. There's 3 colors of a stone. It might be agate, but that's kind of cool too. Neat. Here's some white plastic. And here's some opalite with some other ones. That's cute too. Here is a, what is this? Hemp or? Yeah, I think that's hemp. And these are potato pearls. Cultured potato pearls. Those are cool. Let's put that over here with this one. There we go. Yeah. Alright, and we're at about halfway through. This does not have a hook, but it needs one because it's a really cool necklace. I think this is made of sponge coral. I don't know what the it's very, very fuzzy for some reason. I think that's whatever fiber they used is fraying a little bit, but it feels really like it was buried in the dirt or something. It needs to be washed, but it's really an interesting piece. It's all heishi. It needs to have a hook. That's all it needs. And I'm trying to decide if this is something dyed or if this is actually lapis. It just feels very old to me. It needs some TLC. It needs some cleaning, and then we'll see what it is. But I think it's real stone, all of it. So that I'll put that in the cleanie pile. Here's another one of them earrings, but it's brown. So we have a pair, but one's brown and one's mustard. And I think that's fabulous. I might just sell them that way. Here is another one of those vintage fused bead necklaces in a very bright fuchsia. And it is losing color. Oh wait, is that not losing color? No, that's filth. Okay, so we'll wash those too. I don't know what the heck he did with this batch. Here's a pretty little paparazzi big old pearl bracelet. That's kind of cool. I like that. And look what I done found. This made that whole box worth it. This is antique milk glass. And it's got some filth on it too. It's got some pink filth. Where they had a pink finish on them. This is milk glass though. Or is it Millefiori? Pink and white Millefiori? I can't tell. But I know that it's old glass. It's very old glass because for the size and the way they're shaped, it's very, very heavy. So, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Millefiori. Look, it's got a little pink flower on it. So, it might just be pink and white Millefiori. Very old, very, very old. Very, very vintage. Very heavy. So that to me, that's the one piece that makes this whole box worth it. There's a oh, with the pearl hanging off. These are interesting. This is a very strange piece of jewelry. I think these are. Wait, let me get them out first. There's a couple things in here. Hey, don't be stuck in there. What the heck? Look! We're at 20. Come on, why are you stuck through there? That's freaking weird. There we go. Alright, I think somebody made these into earrings. These are what you call aqua aura crystals. It's quartz and it's treated with well, it's kind of like an aurora, but it's treated. And they are natural crystals, but they have this finish on them. Somebody made these with brass wire, and they made their own brass hooks. So those are cool. And then we have these guys, these tribal guys, and you put the little pin through. You put it on your ear, and then you put the pin through. So that's a pair of those. Those are Polynesian, I think. And then there's this one that I don't have the thing for. So that's a shame. But yeah, those are neat. And I had a pair, another pair of these that didn't have the pins, and one of them was broken. So I'm really glad that these are here. These are cool. These are really neat. I guess I'll put them back in here together so we don't lose any of the pieces. Okay, we're at 22, and we've gotten through about half of that. Here's a nice woven seed bead piece, but it's broke. So if anybody wants those seed beads, let me know. Here's a organza and plastic choker. Here's an earring. Pretty. Pretty. Here's a big giant red and black African necklace with a he looks like a rhino and a giraffe, and some really big pieces of rough cut wood and some black. Woo, that's a big one. That's an African. You wear that with your dashiki. They had some really pretty dashikis at TJ Maxx this summer, but I didn't end up buying one. Here is one of these. It's an older one. It's black and blue with some gold beads. That's, I don't know, I think back then it was the strand of one pattern, like a repeating pattern. It's just a continuous strand was the thing. Alright, let's see. Here is 2 strands of seed beads. One is, for some reason, has this going on, but it's not losing any, so I don't know what the deal is there. Like, I don't know. Yeah. But they're really pretty. It's like a pale pink, and then it has a section of random color. So those are neat. Neat. Okay. And now we have the light and dark. This needs to be fixed. It just needs to have the thing. You see it snaps back on, but I need to squeeze it down. This is a peach colored one. Light and dark with silver in between. Graduated. Plastic matte finish. And then we have another one in pink. And then we have another one. Whoop, in pink. Now I don't know. I think one is longer than the other. Yeah, these. Whoop! I need to grab you. These guys fit inside each other, so these you wear together. Those are kind of cool, if you like that sort of thing. Here is a, oh no, don't be, okay. This is hand done with a little hook, and it's made with little pink flowers on thread. So that was, you know, that's probably your 14-year-old making her own jewelry or whatever. Here's a chain with aventurine and 2 jade beads. The dark ones are jade, I'm pretty sure. So that's cute. Not too shabby. We're just about done. I think next time we're going to end up finishing this one and starting a new one probably. This was of braided something, but it's seen better days. Yeah, it's all kind of having trouble here. So that's going to end up in a junk lot as well. Somebody might be able to use it. What else have we got? Here's another long repeating one. It's got a fold over clasp. It's a little bit stretched. And it's just these plastic in alternating colors, like a cranberry and a raspberry color. And it's, you know, it's an older one. Could use a cleaning. It's a little bit worn on the beads, but they're pretty. It's a pretty color combination. Here is a pale buttered colored one of those fused ones. And then we have another fused one that is like a mottled blue. It almost looks like stone, but it is not. It is plastic. Then we have a little black and white choker, another one that this person that liked to use hooks made. Isn't that cute? Little black and white daisies. And then, whoop, we got one of these on the fishing wire. It's not fishing wire, it's beading wire, but it's a little blue pearls and blue bicones. Double strand. Kind of cute. We're at 29. Here's another kitty type. Just tied on. Put that over there. Here's a nice bracelet that somebody put together on copper. I like that double ring with the bicones here. That's a neat one. Look at that. I like that pattern. I don't do work with seed beads anymore, but I do like this pattern. It's really nice. Really nice for bracelets especially. Very cool. Let's wear that one too. Let's wear all the bracelets. Here's a really pretty piece of wood that is missing. It's missing these guys on this side. It's a nice piece of wood. It's a slice. Might be able to reuse that. Here's another, here's an aventurine earring with some green Chinese turquoise at the top, onyx in the middle. Pretty. There's some nice glass pearls with some dyed stone of some sort. I can never tell what stone that is. Here's another little bracelet that somebody made. Oh look, we're down to 3 necklaces. We got 1 minute left. Here's a graduated lozenge type. Vintage, because it has this clasp. Okay. And then this one is all stone. Hematite and dyed stone. And then this is blue pearls, fused blue pearls. And we're done. We are through the box that I thought was horrible. So that makes me happy. I hope you all have a great day. Happy New Year again. I love each and every one of you. And be yourself. Because everyone else is taken. Bye-bye.